What up, y'all? Good evening. I wanted to get into it a little bit about Gen Z and what's going on with this generation nowadays. If you follow the page, you see there's a lot of young people losing their lives to OD and poisoning. There's certain stuff I can't say on here, but use OD and poisoning for now. So I'm Jeremy. I run this page, and I'm a recovering, I can't say the word, but we'll just say I'm a recovering addict, alcoholic, 3.5 years clean and sober. I almost lost my life multiple times to OD, and anyways, I turned it around and did a 180. Now I'm a drug counselor. I work 40 hours a week, and I also run this page. Trying to carry the message through. The only way I know how is living what I'm talking about and giving it back to you, and just being real and getting up on here on this live and looking you in the eyes every night to let you know I'm good. I made it through another day, and we're going to keep pushing. Can't stop, won't stop. So when I first got clean, I wanted to carry the message, and I wanted to do a 180, and I wanted to go help the same type of people that where I was coming from. I wanted to go back to the same streets and the same homeless encampments and the places where I almost lost my life, and give life to those places. So I did a lot of outreach. I handed out a lot of hygiene and clothing, blankets, Narcan, fentanyl test strips, and other harm reduction, and basically just going and sitting with people and talking to them and asking them how their day was and praying with them and being a light in the middle of their darkness. One of the spots I would go and frequent when I first started my recovery, and still sometimes today, is the Tenderloin. It's a real drug-ridden place, open market. People are using dope out in the open, and there's a lot going on out there. And when you walk through that place, I like to go up there on Eddie and buy a bunch of cheeseburgers and just go hand them out and talk with people, see where they're at while I'm handing out clothes. And at first I thought I wanted to do some street interviews to just bring the real to you and show you how bad it was. And I think, I got a couple of very real, raw videos. I put them up, and they're immediately taken down. And I second guessed what I was doing. I felt like people weren't real or weren't ready for that as of yet. If something was to come out like that for all the collected footage and street interviews and stuff like that, maybe that would have to come out in a movie format, because if you put it on YouTube, you put it on IG, you put it on TikTok, it's probably going to get removed, and I've had to start over and rebuild multiple times on this platform. So, just like the outreach that we were doing, we called it Folks on Spokes, handing out hope, where we went out and on lowrider bikes and went down the Joe Redondo Trail in Sonoma County and handed out hygiene and food and all that. The next week, we told people, because everybody's just posting photos and videos online, we're just like, all right, we're not taking photos or videos or no Facebook or social media next week. So no one bring their cameras and stuff like that. And like half the people showed up next week. So it made me really question why people were out there in the first place, or why I was, turning it inward. Why was I out there in the first place? And, when I first started helping people, it was just because it sounded like the right thing to do. And I wanted to feel something other than extreme clean and sober boredom. I wanted to break up the monotony. And then a few things happened, and I built some momentum, and It's the best feeling in the world to help people now. It makes sense as well. So if I can make sense out of a 20-year addiction, it makes sense to me. So when I go through the Tenderloin, it is like going through Dante's Inferno. It looks like a layer of hell. You got people on the ground. You don't know if they're alive or dead. You're out there praying over people, resuscitating people, Narcaning people, and just watching people destroy their lives with drugs. You got all walks of life. There's people that go missing here from Sonoma County, and you're walking down the TLs and you just see them right there. Oh, that's where they went. Kind of stuck, like frozen. Y'all have seen the nod pose, my head's in my lap, drooling in my lap, or they're backwards. And I hate to hear some of these places call them zombies. That's a zombie drug. It's a zombie walk, but it does look like that. It does look a little bit like The Walking Dead. So I think it was about the third time I went out. I went home and I was like, yeah, we really made an impact today. And I went to sleep, and I had this crazy dream that I was going into this huge spaceship. And I don't know where I'm going, but I'm following this light straight ahead. And as I go through the corridor, this crazy like needle thread things kind of wash over me. And when I come in, it's just a crowd of people and smoke, hypnotized, and everybody that I see is in a nod. They're in a nod. They can't be reached. Their eyes are rolled back into their head. Everyone, there's like, as far as the eye could see, it looked like Purgatory. And as I made my way through there, I started seeing faces that I recognized, not just from the streets, not just from the trap, but real people that I knew that had passed away, clients that had passed away. I seen them all in there, and they were trapped. They were trapped there. It was purgatory. There was no way to reach them, and that was the main feeling I got from that dream is I can't reach these people. These youngsters that come in to my treatment center, you can't tell them nothing. Motivational interviewing is going to be your best tool because they already have their own plan. Most of them don't want to be there. So you engage, evoke, reflect, complex reflect, and then you plan with them, and you just hope that they're going to make the right choice. But then you find out that they didn't make it. And as I went into that ship or that dream that I had, and I saw that crowd, and it was just like the Tenderloin, just on a bigger scale. I seen the faces of people that are on my page. When parents send in a picture, a video, story of the loved one that they lost. And yeah, my main feeling was I can't reach them. My words cannot hit their mark. I cannot carry the message no matter how hard I try. Does it mean I'm going to give up? Hell no, it doesn't. This is, I believe that God put me here, and this is my life's purpose to do this. So, can't stop, won't stop. But I wanted to talk to the people that are, I see a couple people have joined, so I just want to, just give me your ear for a second here. So I saw a disturbing video earlier on my feed, and when you first see the video, it looks like a mosh pit. And I believe the caption said something like, first of its kind nod pit. And there are people nodded out on the ground, and there are people dogpiling on top of them. There's a dude in a red tank top at the bottom of the pit, and he looks dead, gone. Like, it's disturbing. And so that some sort of, like emo type rap is in the background, and there's more people joining this pit. And so when you do these opiates, people don't know is you suffer hypoventilation and respiratory depression. And that's why you see someone and they're so relaxed, they're gone, their eyes are rolling in the back of their head, they're in a nod. You can't be reached in that state. You're barely conscious, so you don't even know what you're doing, let alone try to breathe. So if you're at the bottom of some pile of bodies, it ain't gonna be good for you. So I don't know if they did this video as a joke or it's some kind of trim, but I put it on my IG. It went viral. People said I was making fun of them. I wasn't. I'm spreading awareness. This looks like a dangerous trend, and I want people to be aware of it. I want parents to be aware that their kids are going to these type of concerts, and we need to wake up. Because I already know I'm the one that's going to get the email tomorrow morning. There's going to be bodies up in there, dude. Young people. Gone. So I look at this and I'm just like, I do not want to talk shit about this generation, because this is our future generation. Like, if we don't got this generation, who's going to take care of us? Who is going to take care of us? We ain't shit without our future generations. So this is an internal American problem which we have to deal with here. Other countries don't have this problem. This is an American internal problem made in America, y'all. So this music, this influence that's got this generation, one of these musicians need to stand up and say something different on their platform and just wake their game up. Because you know who they're looking up to right now? I'll just read you a little something. An autopsy performed on the body of a 21-year-old Chicago rapper, Juice WRLD, determined he died accidentally from an overdose of oxycodone and codeine. Most clients that I have that have an opiate use disorder and they're a young person, they listen to this dude religiously. I wasn't even trying to hear it. And then they played me some in my music therapy. I heard a song called Conversations or Lean With Me. The dude is dope. It's really melodic. It's really dark. But the dude is yelling, help me. The dude's yelling, help me. I'm suffering. And everybody's just getting high to it and bobbing their head and living this kind of emo rap type generation. I can't say it, but. So, the rapper, whose real name was Jared A. Higgins, aka Juice WRLD, died December 8th after he suffered convulsions and went into cardiac arrest as Chicago police and federal agents searched his and his entourage's luggage for guns and drugs at a private hangar. So, this is what they're slumping. This is who they're looking up to. Dead rappers that overdosed. What do we got here? Lil Peep's autopsy ruled that his death was an accident caused by a combination of fentanyl and Xanax. The toxicology report found extremely high levels of both substances in Peep's system, along with cocaine, marijuana, and a slew of opiates. They praise this dude. Just like my generation, just like we mess with Pac, that's who they look up to. We looked up to Tupac. They're trying to restrict me. They look up to Lil Peep and Juice WRLD. We used to look up to Pac. So this is new. Rapper Rich Homie Quan, 34, who rose to fame with Young Thug, died of an accidental drug overdose. The Atlanta-based Ride Out singer, whose real name was Taquantes Lamar, died on September 5th. Just last week. I'm sorry, just last month. From the combined toxic effects of fentanyl, alazapram, Xanax, codeine, and promethazine. An autopsy report obtained by Newsweek from the Fulton County Medical Examiner states the manner of death is ruled as accidental. We call that fentanyl poisoning. And remember, these are the people that our kids, I'm 43, our kids, our grandkids are going to be looking up to. So be conscious, be aware of your surroundings. You know, I'm not saying this is a trend, this nod pit, but focus up. Have some situational awareness. And guys, just stay alive. Remember, this is Russian roulette messing with these opiates nowadays, these little blue pills. It really is. It could be your last. I'm not trying to quote anything, but for reals, one pill can kill. Like, you don't get to experiment anymore. So, choose wisely. Stay alive. Looks like I got some restrictions on here, so I might see y'all in a couple nights, whatever. Much love and respect to everybody here. All right, y'all. Peace.